Well, hi then, Paul. Thanks for agreeing to speak to us. Now, we're going to talk to you about the Kickstarter project and your hopes for like a big show on PBS. Just tell us all about that. What's that all about?
One of the main things that PBS does is there's music shows. It's a great way for artists like myself to get our music out there to the public across the States and indeed in Canada. Basically, you know, the long and short of it though is because of federal cuts to their funding, etc. You know, in order to put on a special for public television here, you've got to fund it yourself. But of course, with these productions, they're very costly, and so obviously the more money you have, the better the production is as well. So we literally decided we would try a Kickstarter project to see if that would possibly generate some funds as well from the fans, because obviously they're very supportive. They've been very keen to help my career along the way, and you know, I suppose it gives them an opportunity to be involved in something like this and to feel involved. We set a target of $50,000, and it was quite an ambitious target, but we thought, you know, if we're going to do it, we may as well do it right and hopefully generate the funds. Support has been incredible. It has been overwhelming and at times quite humbling, actually. It's an amazing vote of confidence from the fans and from the people following me. I mean, you know that they're always there. Obviously, with social media the way it is nowadays, you know, you're constantly aware of people's support and comments and ideas, etc. But you know, taking that then to another level of actually asking somebody to put their hand in their pocket and contribute to the cause, you know, it's an overwhelming vote of confidence.
Were you wary at all of asking fans for money in this way? I mean, they may think that you know, you're quite a star, you'd have lots of money anyway. What's the situation there?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I suppose I was initially. I think it is kind of it's one of those things. Asking for money is awful, an awful thing, but you know, it's not like I'm one of the few to do it. There's many that do it. I suppose it's not like I'm just asking for money. As I said, they do receive things in return for their donation.
Sure,
so
yeah.
In a way, it makes it a little bit better than feeling like it's, you know, a charity that I'm looking to set up. You know.
Yeah.
I suppose there is a misconception that, you know, if you're in the public eye, if you're on television, if you're on radio, you're releasing albums or touring or whatever else, that you maybe have a lot of money, you know, and you know, at the end of the day, that's just not the case with all musicians out there. You know, a lot of the big names do have obviously a lot of money, but you know, for the likes of myself who are just out there doing this as a day-to-day job, that's just not the case, you know.
Of course, one thing about yourself and most of the lads in Celtic Thunder, you seem to have this enormous sort of rapport with your fans. They sort of worship you all. Why do you think that is specifically?
I'm not too sure why we have such a strong following. I think, you know, certainly, I think they connect to the fact that we're just normal guys. I mean, I think fundamentally, I'm a normal bloke. I happen to sing songs, and I think they like that. I think the fact that, you know, I would be quite open as well on Twitter and quite open on Facebook, and you know, I do my blogs on my own website, etc. And you know, I would try and keep myself as grounded as possible, and you know, I think that's quite refreshing for a lot of people, that there's people in the music industry that are actually accessible and that are normal, you know, just the guy next door, and that's really, I think, what I am, and I think because of that, you know, they're quite supportive and eager to see me do well.
Of course, one of the incentives is, like, say you doing a performance in someone's house. I mean, they'd be blown away by that, wouldn't they?
Well, yeah, and actually we did get, we have got a pledge in from a lady in St. Louis. She pledged $10,000 to the Kickstarter account so that I would go to her house and perform for an hour. And what she did, which is quite smart, is that she got 40 of her friends together, and they all donated $250 each.
Joint effort.
I'll go to the house and I'll do a private concert, you know, for herself and 39 of her friends, and I think it'll be a great bit of fun. Like, you know, I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely fantastic. Tell us again what difference you think this concert will make to you and your career in the future.
It was hard to know. I mean, it's kind of one of those things, like, even when we were, you know, putting together the big Celtic Thunder productions, etc., you know, the concept and the potential with these PBS specials is quite big. You know, obviously when you see the likes of Celtic Thunder and Celtic Woman and the Three Irish Tenors, and you know, there's been an awful lot of actors that have put together PBS specials, and it's really done wonders for them. You know, and taken them, you know, the length and breadth of America on tour, and it just gives me longevity in the career, and it gives, you know, without using no pun intended, it gives you a bit of a kickstart, you know, and gets you going, you know.
Well, sure. It's looking pretty good at the moment. You're only a few $1,000s off. I'm sure you make it. Good luck with it. Thanks for speaking to me.
No problem at all. Thank you very much again.